It's no secret that the costs associated with producing products and services are a top priority for almost every company in the world. The high costs of conducting business can sometimes feel crippling. With this in mind, every company looks to improve their net. And there are only two ways to do this. A company can increase its sales. However, doing this will always require more resources, which in turn will also increase your costs. The other option is to reduce costs. Reducing costs has always been a focus of any organization looking to continuously improve. This presents yet another challenge for a company looking to transition from a traditional push production system into a pull production system. It becomes very difficult to maintain a competitive stance when costs keep rising and you need to maintain a specific profit margin. As such, the Toyota production system, which later evolved into lean manufacturing, has always focused on reducing costs in an organization. Costs in a pull system are much different than the traditional manufacturing approach. You see, in a traditional manufacturing environment, the manufacturer would total up their costs and then add the amount of profit they want to make. In other words, costs plus ideal profit equals sales price, and then they would send it out. As you may have guessed, this creates bidding wars and oftentimes results in a lot of work being done with no generation of demand. In a pull approach, the market sets the price. In other words, your costs are determined by what the sales price is minus the profit you would like to make, or sales price minus ideal profit equals cost. When you look at these two forms of costs, you may think to yourself, they look the same, and in general they are. However, there are a few key differences. Firstly, in the traditional approach, the market continues to adjust and costs continue to rise. In this scenario, there is no incentive for anyone to lower their costs. Next, in the traditional approach, since costs continue to rise, there is a huge risk that the market at some point will reject the selling price, thereby pricing yourself out of the market. Also, in a traditional approach, a lot of work is done prior to any generation of demand. Another difference is that in a pull approach to pricing, if you want to improve your profit margins, you reduce the costs, which does not require any influence of market conditions. It can be done internally by reducing your own costs. Finally, in a pull approach, the market creates the demand and sets the selling price. If after you subtract your ideal profits, your costs are too high, you only have two choices to make. Do I try to lower my costs, or do I place my efforts somewhere else? As you can see, the challenge of reducing your costs or increasing your sales price is a tough one. Which do you do? Inflate your sales price or reduce your costs? The pull approach will always advocate reducing costs, and so do we. We'll see you in the next module.